Last night, I needed to build a live chat app for my class. I kept thinking, what if the chat happened to be on top of a shared whiteboard instead? And honestly, I had no idea if that was actually even going to be possible when I started. The gap between, I wonder if I could actually make this work, and here it is working, is getting so much smaller. So I used TL Draw as the starting point because it had already got the real-time canvas thing working on a whiteboard, and that meant I didn't have to build everything from scratch. But from there, I turned it into a real app with room entry, guest names, live chat, presence, mentions, and board-aware messaging so that the chat and the canvas actually feel connected. It's super cool, and that's really the point for me. I didn't know if I could build this when I started, but now it exists and it's live. So let me jump over to my screen and show you exactly what this turned into and how I built it. Okay, so let me jump over here into my Codeex and just show you where this project started, okay? I said this week we're building a chat app and it's got to be like live chat. So the whole point of this class thing and this project was to create something that is basically like live interaction with other people on the internet, right? And so in an app type fashion, all right? So that was where we started, and you can see with Codeex and other apps, they always start thinking about it and thinking about the stack and everything, which is cool. But here's what I said is, here's what I want to do. I want to use this starter kit from TL Draw, which enables us to build on their whiteboard framework and create an interactive chat where the users can change images and content and kind of collaborate, right? And so if I go over to TL Draw and their starter kits, this was cool. I didn't even know this existed last night, to be honest, until I started researching into it. I use TL Draw a lot just in my personal development of products and stuff. I just didn't know what was possible. So I stumbled across this starter kit thing by just reading through the website. And they've got all these different ones. Now, initially I thought this chat starter kit was what I was going to want because that was kind of what sounded like the right thing. But as it turns out, this was really built for chat windows in AI. Okay, so it wasn't really an interactive chat with another person on the internet. And so that was where we ended up in this multiplayer one, which is really designed for games and stuff. But we just used it and made some modifications. And you can kind of see that in here, right? So Codeex right away goes in and is oh yeah, because I recommended the chat starter kit. It was oh yeah, and then I see that the multiplayer has this other aspect that you need. Of course, sometimes with AI, the thing you have to watch out for is it wants to overcomplicate the idea. And so I was just asking, hey, is this even doable? What am I going to have to do to make this work? I don't the project. Of course, I'm starting and working on it the night before it's due, and I didn't want something that was going to keep me up all night and be half baked when I turned it in. I wanted something doable. And so I was just being frank and asking Codeex what it thought. And so of course it was we'll combine them, we'll take the best of this and that. And then I was hey, now that you mentioned the multiplayer, I had literally not even read about it yet. And so I went over here and read it and was hey, that's exactly what we're trying to do, right? So if I come over, you can see that I was hey, let's just start with that. No need to get complicated here. So that's what it did. And so it just said a few things. It told me about the project and our plan, which is, and I was okay, I'm a little scared, but let's do it. And because I hate going down these rabbit holes and then discovering that it's going to just be a nightmare. But that sometimes just happens. In this case, though, it was beautiful. This was the easiest project I've done yet with AI because it was I don't know if you've ever heard the term off-the-shelf software. That's what we did here. And I really wasn't sure how that would work with AI tools like Codeex, but it was great. And so off-the-shelf just means somebody's already built a framework for you. And so rather than starting from scratch, you get to use this thing that's like off the shelf that is already pre-built in a lot of ways, and then you just add to it and make it better. So that's what we did. I did mention that, hey, ultimately I need to push this live. I said push this to Vercel. It turns out in TL Draw and in their code with the starter kits, like you have to push it through to Cloudflare, which is still, that was still free and everything and no problem. So that's where it's ultimately hosted on the web. But it does just walk me through the fact that, yeah, I'm going to have to use Cloudflare, right? Because it's built on some of their technologies. So then I was like, okay, let's keep building. And then I want to take a look at it, right? It was building in the real chat window piece to this. Okay, so let's just jump over here and take a look. Now, what happens is, like, when you first go to the page, so if I go localhost and then just open this one up, then you basically just have this window where you can enter a name, and then it's going to give you like a room name, okay, that's unique and ambiguous or whatever, so that you can be anonymous in here. And then now there's going to be 2 people in the room, okay? So there's 2 active people, it's live conversation. So this is what I had Codeex build in, is like this live chat area. Tells us who's on, okay? So that's what we've built so far when I first started looking at the live build, all right? And of course, we're on top of TL Draw, so it's like this toolbar, this whiteboard space area, and the colors and font sizes and all of that are all off the shelf. Like, I didn't have to build any of that, okay? It's just been brought into my environment, my development environment, and now we're just customizing things and making it our own. And then the messaging is just over here, and we can send messages to each other. Hi there, YouTube, right? I'll send that. So that's how it works. Now we can go back into Codeex here, and so yeah, this is what it's doing. It's just tightening up the sidebar presentation and the look of everything and what happens with it. Okay, so then all I'm doing is just giving it some instructions to add stuff that wasn't there with TL Draw. So one of the things I wanted to be able to do was like, okay, so if I copy this live room, then if we go to an incognito window, I can paste that in, and let's just hide the chat here. So now we can see how, if I'm over here, you can see the other person's mouse moving around. I can see what I draw. Hi, love you guys, and stuff like that. Well, we had to build in some of that chat stuff, and I had to build in like the idea that, like, if I have a small screen here, then the chat was always getting in the way. So we built in this hide and show chat so that we can still see the screen. All right, so if I show the chat and say at, what's my other name over here? At Jim S. Okay, so let's go back to our other window here. At Jim S. What's up? Okay, I can send that. And then that is just going to call out over here a mention. Okay, just simple little things, right? But you get the idea. There were a couple of things that came up, like I couldn't find the toolbar. Part of that was just the presentation of the frames and everything like that. So that was why we did that hide chat thing. And literally this thing was done in an hour and a half. And this morning it took me about 15 minutes to deploy it on Cloudflare. So I just followed its instructions. So then we were able to make it live out on the web as well. Okay, so it just does the same thing and has rooms, and then that was that. A Codex project like this doesn't have to be like super complicated and like 20,000 files and all of that stuff, it can actually be somewhat simpler. And here it is, just walking me through everything I needed to add into the Cloudflare thing. Here was like, I always do a summary of the project so that I've got that written down, and I'll put that in a markdown file inside of the directory so that I've got that. And then here I am just troubleshooting some stuff that's happening out on Cloudflare. Hey, that's Codeex. I've been really happy with it. This isn't like about Codeex by any means, but it's been my tool of choice as far as building this stuff. And yeah, I hope that was interesting for you. The sky's the limit as far as what you can build with these AI coding tools. And as you can see, it tells me every step it needs me to do in terminal and stuff like that. And when it doesn't tell me, I ask for it to show me every step. And what do I need to edit before I go to Cloudflare, and everything I need to do. And so don't feel like you have to be any kind of developer on this stuff, or that if it gives you an instruction you don't understand, just ask how to, like, what it means, and to re-explain itself so that you understand. So yeah, that's my advice. This has been a super fun project. I hope you get into it and try some stuff too. I'll put a link to this down below in the chat, and so you can check out the project for yourself. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you're not a subscriber on my channel, then why not? Join up, and we'll be doing more of this kind of project stuff, building cool apps and tools and stuff that we can ultimately sell and do things with. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.